Tomorrow night, two of the greatest players this sport has ever seen walk onto the same pitch, and only one of them gets to keep going. Cristiano Ronaldo, 41 years old, on what is almost certainly his last World Cup, chasing the one trophy his career is still missing, against Luka Modrić, 38 years old, the greatest midfielder of his generation, in what is almost certainly his final knockout match on the biggest stage there is. This is Portugal versus Croatia, round of 32, Toronto, tomorrow. Here's the actual context, because this match is more complicated than the headline makes it look. Portugal finished second in Group K, behind Colombia, after a campaign that was wildly inconsistent. They demolished Uzbekistan 5-0, drew 1-1 with DR Congo, and then played out a completely goalless 0-0 against Colombia in their final group game. Ronaldo scored twice in that Uzbekistan game, making history as the first player ever to score at 6 different World Cups. Then he went silent for 2 straight matches, playing every single minute but producing nothing from open play. In theory, a 5-0 win and a Ronaldo record should carry confidence into the knockouts. In practice, 2 goalless performances in a row against Colombia and DR Congo have put the pressure squarely back on him. Croatia, meanwhile, got here the harder way. They lost 4-2 to England in their opening game, which looked like a disaster, then ground out back-to-back wins over Panama and Ghana to reach the knockouts anyway. 2 penalty shootouts got them to the final in 2018, and 2 more got them to the semifinal in 2022. Here's where it gets interesting. Croatia don't just show up to survive, they show up to drag teams into exactly the kind of slow, suffocating, low-scoring knockout game where mistakes decide everything, and then they win on penalties. That's not a coincidence, that's a system. MLSsoccer.com. So here's the actual problem for Portugal. Croatia have mastered the art of snuffing the creativity out of games and controlling outcomes in the risk-heavy atmosphere of major tournament knockouts. Portugal's group stage form has been inconsistent. Ronaldo is 41, and Croatia are specifically built for this kind of game. MLSsoccer.com. You know the type of match this sets up. Tight, low scoring. Modric controlling the midfield tempo, slowing everything down, making space disappear. Portugal needing Ronaldo to produce something, anything from open play for the first time since the group stage opener, and Croatia perfectly content to let the clock run, drag it to extra time, and then do what they always do. This sounds simple. It isn't, because of what's actually at stake beyond just advancing. Portugal are looking to capture the country's first ever World Cup title, in what is likely the last World Cup for Ronaldo. If he scores tomorrow, the noise dies down and the legend grows. If he doesn't, and Portugal go out, this is how the story ends. Not with a trophy, but with 2 blank performances and a round of 32 exit. Yahoo Sports. For Modric, the stakes are quieter but just as real. The pair and their teammates are aiming to bring legendary national team heroes, such as Ivan Perisic and Modric, a title in what is likely their final international tournament. Croatia have never won a World Cup. They came closest in 2018, losing the final to France. Tomorrow is another shot at extending that run towards something historic. Yahoo Sport. Here's the actual takeaway. This isn't just a round of 32 match. It's 2 aging legends, both on their final runs, both knowing exactly what losing tomorrow means. One of them goes home, the other gets to keep chasing. Quick recap. Portugal versus Croatia, Toronto, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Portugal inconsistent in the group stage, Ronaldo quiet for 2 straight games. Croatia built to suffocate, stall, and win late. Winner faces Spain or Austria in the round of 16. Subscribe for daily World Cup breakdowns, because tomorrow night, one of these stories ends.